So what's up, people? This is Robert Bassano. Planate Veritas. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. And what I've been seeing all around social media, with specifically YouTube, a few other platforms that I like to entertain myself with, so you got 99% or more people, fucking wannabes, fucking know-it-alls, who think they know what a psychological operation entails. These fucking people want to make accusations, allegations, to claim they know what a psychological operation is. They know the tactics, techniques, processes, procedures, methods, tools that are needed and required as prerequisites to qualify for a psychological operation. A successful one at that. People don't know what the fuck they're talking about. 99.9% of them never even fucking been part of a unit, civilian, military, or otherwise, domestic or foreign, ever been fucking part of a team involved in psychological operations, aka information operations. They have no fucking idea. They couldn't give you the first fucking 10 bullet points of what's involved. Half of them can't even speak another fucking language. No, matter of fact, more than half. 99.9% can't speak the fucking language that they speak right now properly. Put together two succinct fucking sentences. 2 minutes into this video, you're probably pissed off because I'm just fucking cursing, using foul language. If that's the case, fuck you and goodbye. You don't have to watch this fucking video. You don't have to listen to what I have to say. But today you're going to get an education. I'm going to educate you so-called motherfuckers out there who think you know what a fucking psyop is. Because the motherfuckers talking about who they believe are involved in psychological operations and how these psychological operations are actually being conducted don't have a fucking clue. They never even been part of one. They never read a fucking document to even get any education to know how they fucking are carried out. I have. Some of my other associates, they have as well. But there are many motherfuckers out there making accusations and allegations that they know who's involved in the flat earth psyop. The conspiracy to lie to the general public. They watch the fucking news and think they know what's a fucking false flag and who are crisis actors. Not a fucking single document has been produced to support that claim. It's just based on fucking visual observation. They don't want to believe it when they see it, so they're just going to throw it out there with no fucking support. No hypothesis. No independent fucking variables to say, hey, here goes a series of things that have occurred and need to happen for this to become relevant. They're just fucking talking out of their ass. They ain't educating you on fucking anything what it means to fucking be involved in a psychological operation. Either be the fucking deliverer or receiver of a mental fucking mind fuck that's going to stick with you probably for the rest of your life, if it hasn't already taken hold of your psychology. You see this fucking patch. You've just been fucked by psyops because physical wounds heal. Once you let these fucking dumbasses tell you that you're part of some psyop, or you could be the victim of a psyop, they've just now fucked with your head to make you think or convince you that everything else you're going to hear from anybody else is bullshit. but their shit smells better. These people don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But like I said, it's not what you know, it's what you can prove, right? I'm the motherfucker that shows you documentation. So you're going to get an education today on what fucking psychological operations are. And we're going to begin with a nice little video illustration, courtesy of the United States Army.
Persuade, change, influence. That is the motto of the U.S. Army's Psychological Operations Regiment. Military operations do not always require lethal force on a battlefield. Military information support operations can employ non-lethal actions and messages to attain military objectives. PSYOP soldiers are highly skilled, specialized operators whose work encompasses executing psychological actions and the development and dissemination of influential messages.
I think the most important thing for a PSYOP soldier is to be very well-rounded. It's an ability to fit into any environment.
Trained in persuasive techniques, PSYOP soldiers use their skills to change attitudes, behaviors, values, beliefs, and influence foreign audiences through executing actions and the delivery of messages utilizing a variety of techniques.
A tactical PSYOP team will usually be attached to a special forces team, and what they do is they look at what those teams are trying to do, and in order to support that, they find behaviors of the local populace that they can change to best accomplish that mission.
While performing military information support operations, PSYOP soldiers conduct thorough research and analysis of the intended audience. They employ specific communication methods using a variety of techniques, technology, and mediums to develop and deliver messages which will have the greatest impact and influence. These methods often incorporate the use of state-of-the-art multimedia products that convey U.S. policy and national objectives. The PSYOP soldier is a critical component of the U.S. Army Special Operations Command.
To be a successful PSYOP soldier, I think somebody has to be dedicated, they have to be motivated, they have to be intelligent, and they have to be able to work not only in a team, but also independently, and be a free thinker.
Special Operations soldiers deploy worldwide on missions that range in size and scope from the tactical up to the strategic level. Smaller tactical or battlefield level operations are used to secure immediate or short-term goals. Strategic level operations encompass broad national security objectives during both peacetime and war. Typically, PSYOP soldiers deploy in small teams of 3 to 12 soldiers with an average mission length of less than a year. PSYOP soldiers may be employed in operations which support conventional forces, unconventional warfare, or counterinsurgency techniques, and in conducting raids, peacekeeping operations, evacuations, and rescue missions. When deploying, you may also assist other government agencies in support of foreign governments, humanitarian assistance, and drug interdiction.
I was briefing the Minister of Security with what I thought was the best method for that host nation to better the image of the police force at that time. That was the example.
PSYOP soldiers can also operate as a force multiplier, meaning they increase the operational capabilities of the military organizations they are supporting. This requires PSYOP soldiers to be versatile, agile leaders in top physical condition who are tactically and technically proficient with strong intellectual and communication skills.
Be prepared for a very diverse mission set and be prepared to study more than you've ever studied before. We are cultural experts and you have to be at that standard. You have to be both physically fit and mentally fit in order to be capable enough to do your job.
Following assessment and selection, PSYOP candidates receive extensive, specialized training at the U.S. Army John F. Kennedy Special Warfare Center and School at Fort Bragg, North Carolina.
I think the PSYOP soldier thrives in environments that can be chaotic just because of the challenge. Just going through the course itself, each day presents a challenge, each task presents a challenge, and mastering those challenges throughout the course will give you the skills to master those challenges throughout deployments.
Training includes up to 12 months of instruction in influence operations, foreign language, cultural awareness, regional studies and analysis of political, social, and economic condition for their designated area of operations. To be a PSYOP soldier, you must obtain qualifying scores on both the Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery and the Defense Language Aptitude Battery.
Starting out in the PSYOP community has enabled me to get a lot of free education. I've gotten my baccalaureate. I have now recently received my master's degree. I've been to many different schools that enable me to accomplish my mission at a higher level.
You must be eligible for a secret clearance, airborne qualified, or volunteer for airborne training. PSYOP soldiers' benefits include airborne and foreign language proficiency pay, civilian education opportunities, worldwide travel, advanced specialized training, and potential for faster promotions.
Within the ranks for myself, within 3 months of being in the unit, I was promoted to staff sergeant and became a team leader. And I've witnessed my peers rise through the ranks at a much quicker pace than when I was in conventional Army.
The Army's most specialized experts in influencing foreign audiences. Psychological operations. Persuade, change, influence.
So there you have it. Nice little marketing and advertising video put out by the United States Army. You got sort of a general 5+ minute introduction of what psychological operations actually involves and who is primarily conducting it and for what purposes, goals, objectives, strategies, right? All right. So you're probably thinking, all right, this shit only applies to the military, Robert. No. You're fucking mistaken. Every fucking thing, including civilian activities, social activities, private activities, all that shit has a fucking military strategic purpose. All of it. And social media, woo-wee, has fucking taken off, baby. That's why I didn't want to get involved in this shit to begin with. I knew when first social media platforms started to take off, I think it was MySpace. Started to fuck around with that a little bit, you know. And then I started to see some things. I started to discover some patterns. I'm like, wait a fucking minute. You get all these people signing up for this fucking service. They're interacting with each other. You can be fucking anybody. But if you want to come out and just be yourself, they're fucking with you. They want you to be connected. They want you to interact. They need you to be on that platform. They want that to be your source of communications and discovery and education. They want you to tell you everything about yourself without you actually undergoing literal, direct fucking interrogation for some bullshit ass fucking crime or support or participation in something that they may have questions about. Because the more they can know about you voluntarily and what you supply and what you give them through social media, the more accurate that psychological profile is going to be on you. I don't give a fuck who you think you are, who you think you know you are. You may be hiding behind a fucking fake virtual online persona, but they know exactly who the fuck you are. I know exactly who the fuck you are. You know who I am. Nobody's safe. Social media is the way, people. Stay online. Put your fucking face out there. Talk shit. Talk about what you think you fucking know. Because you'll very quickly find out how much you don't know fucking anything. Social media and psychological operations. Let's go through this. Psychological Operations Planners Course. This was in 2014. If you want to play with the fucking date of this, say, oh, it's not the up-to-date, find the fucking one that's up-to-date then. Put out your own fucking video. Education 101. PSYOPs 101. Here we go. The views expressed by David during the following presentation does not in any way reflect the views of the United Kingdom, United Nations, any national governments, NATO, etc. This list is not exhaustive. How about that, man? Who am I? Digital storyteller. thought leader, change agent, social media trainer, digital native. Okay? If you're on YouTube, are you telling the story? Are you a thought leader? I consider myself, I'm not telling a story, but I may fall in this category as a thought leader. My purpose for putting out what I put out is to get you to think for yourself. Am I trying to institute change? Change in what? No. Maybe it applies to thought leadership because am I trying to motivate you to change how you think about things? Probably so. Do I want you to change? I don't really give a fuck. You're going to make that decision. Social media trainer. Well, guess if I'm putting out this video, maybe I'm trying to institute some sort of training so that you guys can become more aware of what it is you're doing, what it is you're looking at. Evaluate everything. Scrutinize it. Because if somebody's going to put out, oh yeah, the flat earth psyop, these people are part of the psyop. What they're really fucking trying to tell you is they are fucking probably part of the psyop as well. But they don't want to show you this type of fucking proof. They don't want to show you techniques and tactics of what it means to be part of a psychological operation. Who the person may be. And here goes the categories they fall under. Digital storyteller, thought leader, change agent, social media trainer, or digital native. Okay? So what's on the menu for today? An introduction to social media for psychological operation. Strategy. Why social media is vital to you in PsyOps. All this incorporates digital storytelling, plus an interesting sneak peek. Today we are going to create some change agents. Trust agents. How about that? It's just a message they put out. Well said at Social Map. Silence is a message, and it's no longer an option during a crisis or disaster. The value exchange, transparency, believability, Transparency equals believability equals credibility. Remember that. The value of exchange. Transparency. I provide you with transparency. I show you the documentation. You're more than welcome to go into my cloud file or click a link, decide for yourself. Can I find information that contradicts what Robert already provided? And if so, why did he put this information out? And if I can't find that information through my own initiatives and research, then this information must be believable. And if I believe this information, then it must be credible. I'm going to keep watching. Today's value exchange. You get some solid advice. I get, hopefully, some more followers and viewers. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. The problem. Academics and theorists contaminate the military social media space. Why do academics and theorists contaminate the military social media space? Because academics give you that basic foundational understanding of how they do what they do and why they do it, because it involves analysis, research. Theorists, how do they contaminate the military social media space? Because a theorist can decipher, a good one, can decipher fact from fiction from bullshit and provide the evidence, the research evidence and hypothesis and inclusion of dependent and independent variables to say, I've got a theory. I think the fucking government is engaged in psychological operations to manipulate the mass public into believing everything NASA does is all fucking bullshit and CGI. And then you send out a memo to NASA to say, listen, it's okay to tell everybody that the images we put out are actually artist renditions. But we're still going to keep taking their fucking money to launch rockets up into fucking wherever the fuck they go. And then show them video illustrations on how the rest of this shit happens. They'll believe it because we're fucking NASA. All right? That's just an example. Social networks can provide you with added information from within the mission areas for better coordination with supporting stakeholders. tracking realistic current social media trends for better understanding of the target audiences, helping to connect target audiences with the relief sources like food and water. The rush to start using social media tools, though, must not outweigh the need to develop a social media engagement strategy. So, if you're going to be involved in information operations and psychological operations, or you're going to accuse somebody to be involved in it, there's got to be some sort of social media engagement strategy. Okay, let's give an example. When did this escalation in discussion and debate about the shape, construct, and design of the earth begin? And when I say begin, I'm not talking about going all the way back to the Genesis. I'm talking about, say, within the last 5 to 10 years. Who did it start with? What's their connections with each other? That's where you go. You don't fucking start with somebody who just came out of fucking nowhere and all of a sudden they got their shit together and they said, okay, I've seen what everyone else is doing. I'm going to put out my own sources of information and develop my own strategy because I'm going to engage in my own psychological operation. You can't fucking conduct a psychological operation by yourself, goddammit. That's the fucking ignorance and stupidity behind those fucking accusations and claims. And denial and deception is not a good fucking strategy for someone engaged in a psychological operations, that when they're accused of being a part of one, they don't immediately just say, I'm not part of this shit. They either remain fucking silent and force the accuser to provide fucking proof beyond a reasonable doubt and above refutation, or they just shut the fuck up because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Because 99% don't know what the fuck they're talking about. Coca-Cola journey to work. Coca-Cola is the most popular and biggest selling soft drink in history, as well as the best known brand in the world. Psychological operations. Think. First world countries with third world technology. Third world countries with first world technologies. How about that shit? African fucking warriors with fucking flip phones out in the middle of fucking nowhere. Where the fuck is the cell tower? I mean, come on, man. Somalia, mobile networks, Somalia smartphones, newly opened Samsung brand store in Mogadishu, one of the most fucking dangerous places in fucking Africa. Technology tipped to catalyze Somalia's economy. Amazon. I don't even know what this is. I can't even click the video, so you'll probably have to find that one on your own. Technology races these days. The 4-step approach to the social strategy. Post. People. Assess your customers' social activities. Objectives. Decide what you want to accomplish. Strategy. Plan for how relationships with customers will change. Technology. Decide which social technologies to use. In this case, we're talking about fucking YouTube. Facebook. Considerations. What is the specific organizational need that social media could help me? How many hours a week do we believe we need to spend on social media activities? What do we believe can go wrong? Organizational culture. Social media engagement has to match how we work around here, but needs to reflect the needs of the community of interest. Flash to bang time. Sign off delegation. Your influence activity. Make sure you have 100% buy-in from the C2, the management level. C2 management believe in social media. C2 management understand this is a long-term effort. C2 management endorses this strategy. Again, this relates more to the military perspective on how to engage in psychological operations and planning. But you can convert this to the civilian processes. But the majority of the fucking civilian processes that are happening on fucking YouTube don't have a fucking military background, no education, training, any fucking know-how to engage in this type of fucking activity. With a level of sophistication, detail, and targeted fucking analysis. 90 fucking percent of you. And the motherfuckers accusing people of being part of this kind of shit are stupid enough to believe that there are people out there who fucking know how to do this. That are on YouTube putting shit out about the fucking flat earth. Or whatever other fucking conspiracy shit you pushing. With no fucking proof. Again, it's not what you know, it's what you can fucking prove, right? You're getting an education today on this shit. Put this shit to rest. Pause that thought. Do we mean C2 as in command and control? Or control and command? An alternative view to OPSEC. OPSEC is operational security. Operational security. I had a fucking minor lapse in operational security. Did it damage me? Fuck no, it didn't. I took control of that shit. That's what you should do. You take fucking immediate ownership and control of information that is released, and you don't try to take advantage of it or exploit it. You go with the flow, or you totally dispense with it. But you take control of it. In the social sharing world, we need to use information too. It's all about engagement. The target environment where our tribe of interest lies. Who is the tribe? In this case, fucking people talking about the earth being flat, but not clearly defining the fuck are they talking about when they say the earth is flat. The land you walk on and live on and you fucking reside on? Or the whole fucking earth? Definitions, people. It takes time to build the organizational presence on the web. Tools will not cost, but resources are needed in time. You want to accuse me fucking of being part of some psyop? Think about how much fucking time I put in. Based on the fucking videos I put out before and the videos I put out recently. Now, some of you might say, well, shit, Robert. You did fucking make statements. You've been fucking collecting this shit for fucking decades. You damn fucking right I did. I came out. That was a fucking genuine, bona fide fucking admission. But for what purpose? Was it to share the truth and information of what you guys are discussing? Did I target this specific community of people? Fuck no. I simply was sick and tired of fucking being lied to. By my own fucking government. By my own people. By every fucking body I ever did business with. Nothing but a bunch of motherfucking liars. It's like people feel this inferiority and feel they have something to hide because and they've been trained to lie. Naturally trained to lie. Because they feel ashamed, embarrassed. You need to feel ashamed and embarrassed about nothing. Unless you're engaged in some type of work where your security, your personal security is in fucking jeopardy. Or could be jeopardized. And you have to engage in denial and deception. Misinformation, disinformation. But there are a few handful of people who would know why you have to do what you have to do. Not for malicious purposes. Or harmful purposes, but for the purposes of your own fucking personal security. Because the truth fucking hurts. Like Friedrich Nietzsche said. People don't want to hear the truth because it destroys their illusions. Ain't nothing fucking real what you think it is. You've been lied to all your fucking life. And so have your parents. Inbound versus outbound. A tip: not messing up on social media. When using social media, think like you are a brand. Brands and products influence in our modern world. Whatever you think, so do you when you post on social media. So think about bad brand awareness. Think about airstrikes going wrong. Your organization messing up. Brand. Am I trying to create a brand? No. That's not my intent. But it's turning out that fucking way, where it's becoming some sort of, I've created a brand by using the cliche, the phrase, the quote from a movie. Training Day by Denzel Washington, aka he played the character Alonzo. It's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Because he's fucking right. You just can't go out fucking talking out the side of your fucking drunk ass fucking mind. Talking all kinds of shit about that you don't know. And if you don't know it, research the fucking information, get an education, and then give your analysis based on support of what you're going to show people. Not on some motherfucking somebody else's fucking video. Dumbass motherfuckers. Communication, whether inbound or outbound, is not powered by conversations. And the best communicators always start as the best listeners. And the best listeners are those who empathize while they are listening. I don't agree with that statement. Vital, V-I-T-A-L. Video, images, text, audio, links. Check that out, people. Vital. Video, images, text, audio, links. A lot of people, you're out there fucking putting out information. There's a lot of video and images and audio, but there's very little text and links. Meaning describe for your fucking audience what you're going to discuss. Why are you discussing this? What's so important about it? Provide the information to support what it is you're talking about. So people can read it for themselves later to say, hey, let me go back to this video and, let me see if he was absolutely correct on what he was saying. So that you can develop fucking believability and credibility. Because a lot of you motherfuckers out there got motherfucking zero fucking credibility. Now, that's a fucking personal statement. That's not a general statement. That's a personal statement. That doesn't apply to everyone. If this shit hits a nerve with you, then that means it fucking applies to you. Straighten your shit out. Military social media. Just go through the rest of these. Tools are being developed, not for public use. Social media, a commander's thoughts. Something to think about. Transparency is the way ahead. You cannot not influence. I say again, you cannot not influence. In Afghanistan, it could be NATO failed because insurgents use information backed with hard power. NATO uses hard power supported by information. Plus, insurgents win every time as they culturally aware and they speak the way the audience understands. Now, speak the way the audience understands. These trolls, these people who don't want to agree with what you're putting out and what you're saying, I'm going to go with the term that's being used on social media and the net, trolls. Trolls is somebody who's just not going to agree with you. In my category, they're fucking insurgents. They are an active fucking insurgent. They don't want to put out their own information. They just want to follow what's going on. And if they don't agree with it, they're going to let everybody know they don't agree with it, but they won't back it up with any fucking documented proof to show you that what they disagree with is believable and credible. They just assume this is my position. This is what I do. I know about this more than you, so just trust me. Fuck you and your trust. I trust no one now. No one. I trusted a few. Got stabbed in the fucking back like fucking Julius Caesar. Betrayed. Infiltrated. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's what happened. I learned my lesson though. Learned my lesson. Any questions? Pretty sure you'll have it. Please feel free to post your comments. I look forward to them. So, next document I'm going to show you. As you guys know, I'm always about documents. I'm going to put this up in my cloud. I'm going to also put it up in the link for the video so you can go through it yourself. We're not going to go through the whole thing. The latest document I could find was the U.S. Army Psychological Operations Specialist, Skills 1 through 4. It was dated 2008. So I look for a more recent one. This is the first one I could find that was most recent. Okay, 8 years old is not too bad. Okay, so you guys all see the document there. Psychological Operations, 2008. All right, so let's see what we got here. We got task summary, soldiers' responsibilities, training support, critical task lists. Let's see what we want to find here. Develop PSYOP objectives. Prepare a PSYOP estimate. Integrate PSYOP into preparation of the environment. Conduct intelligence prep of the battlefield as a PSYOP planner. Let's see what we can do here. This is all research, people. All research. Let's look at this here. Analyze a target audience. That's section 345. Let's go to section 345. Let's go to section 345. 345. Let's do that. We're going to go to section 345. Section 345. Let's keep going here. Chapter 3, section 45. Okay, section 44. What's this? Oh, we missed it. Okay, I think this is section 45. It's 35, no. It's 36. That's weird. Okay. Section 45. Let's keep going. And again, I'm going to post this document up in the description section so you guys can read it. It could be some interesting reading for some of you. Some of you might not be interested at all because you don't give a shit. Okay. Analyze the target audience. Conditions. Given a refined target audience, a blank target audience analysis worksheet, a supporting psychological operations objective, the supporting units plan, the PSYOP tab appendix to the operation. Okay, whatever. All right. Determine the effectiveness, conditions, vulnerabilities, and susceptibility of the target audience in accordance with information warfare, analysis warfare, IAW. Okay. The target audience analysis model and record the results of a target audience analysis model. Okay, so in the case of flat Earth, right, we want to look at effectiveness. How effective is the information being put out? The conditions. Are we awake? Are we in that age of Aquarius where everybody's wanting to get a higher level of knowledge and understanding and truth? Yeah, we are. Conditions are perfect. Conditions have been perfect for the past 20 years. Vulnerabilities. All right. Who's most vulnerable to this? And there are those people who just have no direction in their lives, don't know where the fuck they're going, what to do, right? Is that going to be most of your audience? Maybe. Susceptibility of the target audience. How susceptible are these people to take hold, literally accept what's being put out and says, you know what, I'm going to start looking into this shit. People have been looking into this shit for fucking over 100 years. It was something to talk about 500 years ago. And then it got buried. People forgot about it. And now it's come back. Not just shape and construct and design of the earth, but truth in of itself. People are tired of being fucking lied to. They're just like me. They see they're being lied to. There's more fucking fraud that has revealed its ugly head within the past fucking 20 years than there ever has been in the past fucking 50 years. All these past indiscretions and criminal bullshit that's been going on around the world is now starting to fucking catch up. And there's one fucking particular group of people who are really fucking afraid. that the right secret that they've been fucking hiding is going to be revealed by somebody who's within their own ranks. So they got to create all kinds of spin fucking stories behind this shit. Determine the effectiveness of the TA. Go, no go. Define the desired behavior of the TA. Go, no go. Determine what degree of power, control, or authority the target audience has in regard to the desired behavior. Determine what restrictions affect the TA's ability to engage in the desired behavior. Analyze what the overall effect on the SPO would be if the TA conducts the desired action. Desired action? Desired action? What the fuck they thinking what we gonna do? Take over? We're supposed to already be in fucking control. You elect these fucking people into office. But you somehow get convinced to keep voting for these motherfuckers who are literally trying to kill you, put you in jail, or just basically submit to their authority and say, hey, listen, you either go along and get along or fucking go to jail. Identify the conditions of the TA using cause and effect analysis. Here we go, back to the research method. The scientific research method. Cause and effective analysis. Define the current behavior of the TA in relation to the SPO. Identify the causes of the current behavior. Identify the situations, events contributing to the TA's current behavior. Identify the attitudes, values, beliefs contributing to the TA's current behavior. Identify the effects of the current behavior. Determine the desirable consequences reinforcing this behavior for the TA. Determine the undesirable consequences of this behavior for the TA. And it goes on and on and on. What angers the TA? What does the TA hate? What does the TA fear? What does the TA love? And TA, just remember, psychographics of the TA by answering the following questions. What do you fear? What do you hate? What pisses you off? What do you love? What does the TA consider shameful or embarrassing? What is the TA dissatisfied with? What are the cultural norms for the TA? What does the TA value? You see this shit here? Every fucking one of you who are going to see this video and share it, you better put some emphasis on these fucking 8 questions right here. Because for a psychological operation to be effective on you, if you put out information already to have them clearly identify the answers to all these fucking questions, they know it, you can be prepared and actually predict what they're going to put out next to play to your psychology to manipulate you into believing your own fucking friend is about to stab you in the fucking back. Your own fucking friend you've been speaking to for months, years, is talking shit behind your back. Your own fucking family thinks you're out of your fucking mind and they're making plans to develop some sort of strategy to take control of your fucking finances or take your child or get your wife to fucking divorce you or move away. The very people who are putting out these fucking videos, you honestly think that there's some fucking body out there willing enough, capable enough, resourceful enough to put out a fucking psychological operation plan to target your fucking nobody existence, to think that you're the single most fucking threat in fucking social media they have to be concerned with. So they're going to start with you and hope it trickles down. Because you got fucking 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 10,000, 20, 30, 40, 50,000 fucking subscribers. You don't give a fuck. That may play a factor when you talk about fucking quantitative data. Because when you talk about the quantitative data that YouTube puts out that you can view for yourself with your analytics and how many subscribers you are, if you're fucking above fucking 10,000, they like the shit that you're putting out and the way you're putting out. They're going to make sure that one of those 10,000 people shares some information with you to change the fucking narrative or to get you to go in a different fucking direction. And then those 10,000 are going to tell another 10,000. And so on and so on and so forth. Next thing you know, you're fucking excited because you got all these fucking subscribers. You know, everybody loves you. They're defending you, yada, yada, yada. You're the most loved fucking person on fucking social media. You know, you're popular. You know, your Twitter feeds are fucking blowing the fuck up. You're crashing the fucking services. You're making a little bit of money on the side, you know. You're hard to get a hold of because you're so fucking popular. Your email inbox is fucking overloaded. Fuck that shit. You don't even know that you're fucking part of it. That's why I said to you fucking people, I don't give a fuck about subscribers. That quantitative data means fucking zero to me. It has no fucking empirical value whatsoever fucking ever. I'm gonna keep putting out what I fucking put out the way I fucking put it out when I fucking put it out. You don't like it? Go to someone else. Or turn off your fucking computer. Cancel your fucking internet subscription. Fucking psychological operation. Fucking people don't know. Oh, 9 questions. What are the TA's frustration? I'll tell you what my frustration is. People talking about shit they don't fucking know about. Can't fucking show the documentation. Can't support a fucking scientific fucking hypothesis. Tell me what the dependent and independent variables are with basic fucking open source documented data. They're just spitting on a fucking screen. Talking shit. Accusing this person and that person. And then somebody else jumps in there fucking, hey, join the motherfucking ride, the hayride there, Johnny. Where are we going there, Bill? Well, shit, we're going down the fucking road to go engage in a smear campaign on this motherfucker who's part of the psychological operation. Oh, goody two-shoes. You have no fucking idea who the fuck you're going after. But you're part of it. Call it an anti-psyop. But you don't even know what the psyop is. The list of psychographics is not all-encompassing. Identify the demographics of the TA or its environment that significantly affect the TA's emotions or behavior. Identify symbols that have cultural or contextual significance for the TA. Determine the TA's motives. Review each condition as well as psychographics and demographic. Identify any primary motives. Identify any secondary motives. Prioritize motives as critical, short-term or long-term. This shit breaks it down for you people. Do I need to keep going through this shit? I don't think so. You people are fucking, you're some smart fucking people out there. Intelligent. Informed. Take control of your own fucking thinking. Don't just fucking go along to get along. You don't have to do that all the time. You don't have to do it at all, as a matter of fact. You can be you. But the question is this, do you know who the fuck you are? Because if you don't know who you are, what you're doing and where you're going and how you're going to get there, and you don't have a fucking plan in place, you better not fucking move a fucking muscle until you've answered those fucking questions. You better not say shit. You better not tell anyone anything until you figure the shit out for yourself. Because if someone ends up telling you something about yourself that you know could be fucking true, or you feel it, shit, they're right. You're in fucking trouble. Because that somebody knows a lot more about how this shit is supposed to go down than you do. A lot more. Again, I'm going to put this document up on the description section for you guys so you can all check it out. I got 2 more docs to show you guys, okay? Stand by. So I got another document from you guys, Navy War College. Okay, it's a paper by Angela Marie Lungu. She's a major in the U.S. Army. War.com, the Internet and Psychological Operations. A paper submitted to the faculty of Naval War College. Okay, research paper. It's 2001. It's probably part of her thesis or some shit like that. Or a dissertation. Let me see what this was. Joint Military Operations Department. Distribution statement. Proof for public release. Distribution is unlimited. It's unclassified. For all you paranoid motherfuckers out there to think I'm fucking spending my time to hack into some fucking damn government database to put out fucking government documentation. Fucking dumbass motherfuckers. That's some bullshit. There's so much open source information out there. The same shit that I'm getting. It's all out there. You just gotta know where to fucking go looking for it. You need to know how to conduct a proper goddamn fucking keyword and Boolean search. Boolean. You know what that means? If you don't know what that means, type it the fuck in. When you learn how to conduct a proper Boolean search, and you put in specific search terms of stuff you're looking for, it doesn't always have to be natural language shit. If you know the language that a specific entity may be using to put out specific type of information that may be hidden, you put in that information, that paper will pop up. But after you motherfuckers just want to type everything in fucking Google, fucking Bing, Yahoo. You don't want to go on no official database because you don't want to trust what it is they put out. Because you're paranoid fucking ass. Because you don't know how to analyze research to fucking research data. Because you don't know what a hypothesis is. You don't know what a thesis is. A thesis statement. You don't know what an independent and dependent variable is. You don't know the difference between peer-reviewed, scholarly review, or just a bullshit-ass motherfucking opinion article. Fucking shit. As an information medium, this is the introduction, by the way, it's an abstract, and vehicle of influence, the internet is a powerful tool in both open societies as well as those whose only glimpse of the outside world is increasingly viewed and shaped through web pages, email, and electronic chat rooms. Moreover, the sword cuts both ways, as unconstrained legally, socially, politically adversaries find the internet an effective vehicle for influencing popular support for their cause or inciting the opposite against the U.S. or its interests. Okay? This is more of a U.S. fucking biased fucking paper to support U.S. policies and legislation. But I'm going to read it just for fucking argument's sake. Give them fucking fair shake on this goddamn thing. U.S. don't even know what the fuck they want to do. Growing popularity of PSYOP. The growing popularity of PSYOPs. How about that shit? How about that shit? Let's go to that. That's fucking page 2. Ain't that a bitch? Page 2. Let me see here. PSYOP and public diplomacy. U.S. public diplomacy plays an important role in national power as a component of both the diplomatic and informational elements, and military PSYOP can be used to exercise public diplomacy. That's a bunch of shit. Growing popularity. There is presently a renewed interest in the use of coordinated information programs. Military PSYOP is particular due to 3 compelling reasons. First, there is a politically driven movement to prevent a potential adversary's escalation towards violent resolution of differences. Second, due to the internet and technology, it is almost impossible for governments to regulate the flow of information across their borders, thus making potential target audiences more accessible to PSYOP messages, both friendly and otherwise. Third, the growing world trend towards urbanization, particularly in the third world, coupled with the ubiquitous and scrutinizing international media, makes the use of overwhelming firepower far less palatable in view of large non-combatant populations. Moreover, especially in the context of actions in Mogadishu and Grozny, these lessons have been learned and applied by potential adversaries of the U.S. Yeah. PSYOP and the law. I'm going to put this paper up as well for you guys, so you can check this shit out, your domestic law. You can check this out yourself. Is it biased? Fuck yeah, it is. Look who it fucking was drafted for. But it tells you how the U.S. goes about conducting psychological operations. And you tell me if that fits with the fucking narrative these dumbasses been fucking putting out there telling, oh, all these people are part of the fucking PSYOP. The people that are being accused of being part of the PSYOP, 99% of them are fucking absolutely clueless to this level of information and how to get this done. I can tell you here for a fact, based on the people who are putting out the information they're putting out, have never even fucking wrote or read a piece of information discussing psychological planning, operation techniques, and tactics. They maybe saw a few fucking movies or television shows on TV or read some fucking spy novel to say, oh shit, this is probably how I should be going about doing it, so let me engage in this activity. Come on, these people ain't got nothing fucking better to do. They ain't gonna waste their time doing this shit, especially for free. And if you can't prove they're getting paid a shitload of money to do the shit that they're doing, you should just shut the fuck up. Unless you have the capability to get him back in that fucking YouTube account or intercept their fucking mail, look at their bank statements and see what the fucking money they've been getting every month, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. And if they are part of a fucking psychological operation, it's being conducted fucking literally on a high level fucking top secret secure compartment information level, where their paychecks may be coming from some innocuous fucking source, how you gonna prove it? Without doing something illegal. I mean, think about that shit. Talking out your fucking ass is what you're doing. Internet proliferation. Alright? Let's go to another document here before I end this. This was Democracy in America. Domestic psyops. This is what it talks about here. Domestic psyops. I showed this document, by the way. Alright? I showed this document. Blogs and Military Information Strategy. I think I showed this document. Let's see. Let's go to it anyway. Oh, no, I didn't. Here we go. Got about 4 minutes left. Blogs and Information Strategy. The blogosphere. Entrenched inequality. Hierarchy. I'm going to put on why blogs and why. Blogs influence. Blogs in traditional media. Measuring influence. This is detailed right here. Implications for influence operations. Alright? You need to understand if the shit being put out, all of this actually has to apply. All of this shit has to apply. Because if it all can't apply, where the fuck are you getting these accusations from? Where are they coming from? I'll tell you where they're coming from. They're coming from the same person who's speaking of them. It's either through fucking paranoia, delusion, misinformation, disinformation, or something that might have triggered the answer to 9 of those fucking questions I read in that other fucking document. Where the person is just gone completely off the fucking reservation. And there's no documented support or basis for the allegations, and they just are viewed and perceived as just completely off the rails. There's no coming back. That person has to wake up themselves. Or somebody has gotten to them and is engaged in a psychological operation unintentionally against that individual to convince them, people are out to get you, bro. People are out to get you, girl. They're trying to separate us. This person is not for you. Their information is bullshit. This person talks out of their ass. They can't prove this. They can't prove that. Well, okay, if they can't fucking prove it, that's on them. It's not on you. You put out your information. You develop your objectives, your goals. Don't fucking worry about what else somebody else is doing. Because if it doesn't affect your life, it's moot. Like I said, people, it's not what you know. It's what you can fucking prove. Setting the truth free from a lifetime of fucking bondage. That's what I'm about. I couldn't say I'm a truth seeker. I'm not seeking truth. I'm seeking clarity. There's a lot of convoluted fucking information out there. And all I'm doing is just putting out information to try to make sense of it, get some support, some help, some guidance. What could this shit really mean? Why is this, not how it's happening, why is it happening? Why do our governments feel like they gotta lie to us? Deceive us. Create 90% of the laws in every state, all over the world, every country, are designed and passed to be used against the very citizens who voted their elected representatives into power to represent them in government, in society. 90% of the laws on the books, laws, rules, regulations, and policies are designed to be used against the very people who vote their elected officials into power. Now, what the fuck is wrong with that? You know what's wrong with that. Because you did it to yourself. Nobody did it to you. You are the catalytic cause to your own fucking misery, deception, deceit, denial, delusion.